All right, Willie, how you doing? You there?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk to you. We know you have that upcoming fight with Granada. Just tell us a little bit about him and what you may know of, your opponent.
Well, really, I don't know much about him. I've seen a few fights on him from his career. We show that he can punch or has some type of decent power, but, depends on the quality of his opponents. That's even questionable. I know he sits there. He's not a mover, not a boxer. He like the typical Mexican fighter. Comes straight forward. He come to fight. And I know that, he will come to fight. He in shape. But he make a lot of mistakes that I noticed. Well, he have a lot of bad habits that I noticed. So I plan on capitalizing off his habits and making pay for his mistakes that he make in the ring.
Now, is it at all disappointing to you that this fight is landing on ESPN when, not too long ago you fought on HBO and then you were scheduled to fight on HBO again and maybe versus Andy Lee, maybe versus Kirkland?
Yeah. Of course, it's real disappointing to have to fight on ESPN again. And it's not so much disappointing, it's just like it's always a pleasure to fight on ESPN, but to go back from where I was at to moving back where I was supposed to fight, like each opponent I was supposed to fight ended up fighting other guys or ended up having a bout set up against other guys. Like Matthew Macklin got mentioned to us again. He ended up having another fight. Andy Lee got mentioned to us before the Matthew Macklin fight. The second Matthew Macklin fight, Andy Lee ended up fighting overseas. And then he came back. I supposed to fight Andy Lee on the Martinez undercard. Somehow, I got pushed out that fight, and we were talking about Matthew Macklin, and that didn't happen. Of course, the James Kirkland didn't happen, and all these guys that I was scheduled to fight other guys. And I supposed to fight these same guys on HBO or Showtime, and here we go. I went from fighting these guys on HBO and Showtime to a fight on ESPN. Plus, out of all of this, I have been stripped of my NABF title and my ranking got pushed back. So, of course, it's very frustrating.
Now, was any of the reasons none of these fights got made, could it be, I guess, does it coincide, or is it any reason to do with the fact that not only are you promoted by Develop, but as well with Dynasty Boxing and Rumble Time, or were all your team on the same page, and this was just opponents not wanting to take the fight?
Truthfully, I can't say. I know I'm not promoted by Dynasty Boxing. It's just Develop and Rumble Time.
Okay.
But you know what? Truthfully, I don't know. From my understanding, me and my coach was on the same page. I don't pretty much know what the promoters was on. They kept telling us they got this for us, they got that for us, and we was in the gym training. Actually, I was in the gym training. I would say I had my surgery in November. I was back in the gym training by the end of January, the beginning of February. So I was actually training for the Kirkland fight, and that got pushed back. And I was still training for the Kirkland fight, and then that didn't happen. Then they came up with Andy Lee. He ended up fighting someone else. Then they came up with Macklin. Then they said, "Oh, you gonna fight Andy Lee?" And come to find out, for none of the opponents they said I was gonna fight. So I don't know what it is. Like, you have to ask the promoters. They can't ask me that.
Now, as far as you going back to ESPN, do you think it has anything to do with when you fought on the undercard of the Golovkin fight versus Chiuelo, that wasn't your best performance, and maybe the executives over at HBO were not as happy as they thought they would be with the performance? Or, again, is this just you can't get an opponent to side on a dotted line?
I think pretty much I can't get an opponent to side on a dotted line, because if it was that case, they would have had me fight. They would have had me scheduled to fight Matthew Macklin before I got injured. In that case, I wanted to fight Matthew Macklin, and they also wanted me to fight James Kirkland or Andy Lee on HBO. So I don't think that was it. And I give a lot of credit to Luciano Coelho. Like, everybody forgets that his only two losses to world, well, at the time, his only two losses to two world champs. One, which a lot of people thought he beat. The other one, just outclassed him. So I think I think a lot of people, including me, had just looked past Quillo, just thought he was another stepping stone, and just took him lightly. So even still, Quillo don't get his credit. He a great fighter. He a crafty veteran. And I just think, like, with that fight, people, they just overlooked him because he had them two prior losses, and the guys he lost to was world champs.
Now, my final question before I let you go, I don't want to take too much of your time. Do you think that you'll be able to get that marquee name at 154 pounds before it's too late, before your body tells you, look, Willie, it's time to move up?
I don't know. Right now, I'm signed with the right guy. I just inked the deal with Cameron Dunkin, and I know he pushes fighters in all the right ways. So, hopefully he can push it the right way that he pushed his other fighters, and hopefully I get that big name.
So weight is not an issue for you. You can continue to make 154 pounds for the next year or 2 years?
Yeah. Weight not a problem. I can make 154 easily without no sweat bags, sweatsuit, siders. I just want to gym train. I make 154 easily.
And just to confirm, you said that your manager is Cameron Dunkin?
Yes.
And you've been with him for how long now?
Since after the Daryl Cunningham fight.
All right. Well, Mr. Nelson, thank you. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, and the Boxing Voice clearly supports you. So we'll hope to speak to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.